Let's talk about Tommy Sotomayor. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Timothy Apollo. Like, subscribe, share. This video is long overdue. I mean, like, seriously. Only reason I never touched this video is because out of respect. Plus, I'm new to the YouTube game. Well, kind of, sort of new to the YouTube game. So I didn't want to seem like I was trying to build my platform up off of other content creators. And, to be quite honest with you, out of, like I say, out of respect. But Tommy Sotomayor, okay? A lot of you people may know him from YouTube, or either if you do Twitter or whatever. He's got a pretty large following. To be quite honest with you, I'm a part of his following. Okay, I've been listening to Tommy Sotomayor for maybe about 7 years or so. I found him one day when I was scrolling through the internet, and I've seen a situation and that I commented on to a friend of mine, and his reaction, my friend's reaction, was kind of different. So, you know, I say to myself, let me go online and see what other people around the world, other people, around the country may think about this situation. The situation was regarding, of course, you know, a couple of black females that I seen out in public, and they did something kind of distasteful. Anyway, let me not skip too far away from the point. So I was scrolling to see, black females and situations, and I seen Tommy, and the title really just caught my attention. I was like, oh, okay, it sounded kind of sort of like what I was saying. Let me go in here and see. So I clicked that button, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this dude was going in. He was going completely in, and even though he was going in, he had said some things where, hell, everything I was hearing him say was things that I've been saying to myself, was things that I've heard around my household as jokes, but they've never really been taken serious unless I spoke of them. Because me, myself, I've always been the type person, I'm really reserved, I'm really conservative, okay? But I'm the type person to where I feel that if you want to be taken serious, you have to conduct yourself serious. And I seen Tommy on there. He was just ripping asses throughout our community. And don't get me wrong, everything I've heard the brother say, 99%, hell, I'm gonna be honest with you, 100% of what the brother says, I agree with. Now, sometimes his delivery is harsh, but that's the gold of it, okay? That's the thing in our community. You can't give criticism unless it's agreed with. Say, let me let you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, Tommy gets on there, he doesn't sugarcoat nothing. He doesn't feel that just because he's black, he shouldn't say this and that. He doesn't. And therein lies, again, like I just said, let me reiterate, the goal of it is that we get told too much positive reinforcements. Nobody ever want to strip it down naked and say, this is the problem in the black community. That's the problem in the black community, because a lot of people are scared to do what he does. You know, Hell, you're even told as a black person, as a black man, that you can't be saying this stuff to white people. You can't be saying this stuff on the internet because you're putting our dirty laundry out there. People, let's be real. Who doesn't know our dirty laundry? The statistics about our dirty laundry comes from other groups. And that's one of the good things about Tommy Sotomayor, is that he doesn't care. He doesn't follow the narrative of simping. He doesn't follow the narrative of, if I'm black, I can't do, I shouldn't do. And again, like I say, I'm going to reiterate for the second time, third time or whatever, that's the goal of it, is that we get told no matter what we do, no matter what our women do, no matter what our men do, we were never harshly criticized for it. We're always given excuses. We're always given leeway about the dominance we do. And that hasn't been working. That hasn't been working. It just hasn't. Tommy has never done that. I've never, not once, heard this brother do that. You know, and that's what a lot of people, especially blacks, don't like about him. And I'm gonna tell you now, regardless of what you feel about him, how you feel about him, the brother is intelligent. He's intelligent. He's versatile. I mean, trust me, he's gifted. Okay. And beyond that, I'm gonna tell you guys, and I know you guys are just gonna be like, yeah, but he cares. Seriously, he cares. When a person cares about you, they're going to tell you what the problems are and what the issues are. Therefore, you can solve them. Therefore, you can acknowledge them. You can't acknowledge, I can't go out there and I can't acknowledge I'm suffering from obesity. Okay, if somebody keeps telling me, well, oh, you know, you're just a little thick, but that looks good, this and that, this and that. Or either I can't handle my finances the right way if I'm always giving excuses why there's a lack of finances about myself. Seriously. And he addresses all that and he strips it down to the bare bones. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, and y'all are going to like to hear me say this, but he cares a lot more about the black community than the black community than the black community cares about itself. Okay. Now, yes, he is very controversial. Okay, yes, he is. Because again, he says things that you're not supposed to say about blacks in the black community. And look how that's been working out for blacks. That could be any one of us. Okay, that could be any one of us saying the things that we know that's true about the black community that we shouldn't be saying. But these things need to be discussed. Okay, our women need to hear that when they go out there and do something trifling, that they're trifling, okay? And, oh God, this is a problem he has all the time, so let me go ahead and adjust this. When I say women or blacks or whatever, I'm not talking about all, okay? Oh God, I know he gets sick of explaining that to you guys, okay? But our women need to hear this. Our women don't need to be the men. He gets on the men just like the women. And the funniest part about it is that he's told that, and I hear this too, he's told that he doesn't love black women. He's told that he doesn't care about black people. He's told that he needs to defend and to stick up for black people. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? The same people who I hear tell this man that, okay, constantly attacks his 12-year-old daughter. I think he's got like a 12 and maybe a 15-year-old daughter or so, which are constantly under attack by the same black people who have problems with him, so-called attacking black people, which he doesn't attack black people, okay? He talks to them from the heart. He comes directly to them. This is the same stuff your auntie used to do to you, okay? Your auntie used to come to you and say, hey, look, you know what you're doing is wrong, okay? Hey, this is how that looks on you. This is how you need to carry yourself, the way you're carrying. He does the same thing, but my biggest issue is that a lot of you guys go at him and say that he's doing this to black women and everything, when you guys, a lot of people I've seen do this to his black daughters, make threats to him, make threats to his daughters, his mom. So, you know, like I say, I have no problem with anything the brother says. I have no problem with the brother himself, because everything he's saying is true. Now, sometimes, okay, I hear him say something, I'm like, I wish he hadn't said that. Like, for example, I'm a big Malcolm X fan, okay? And, you know, when I hear him say certain things about Malcolm X, I'm just like, but he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Just because you don't agree with somebody, that doesn't mean they're not right. You just don't like it. Seriously, you just don't like it. Okay? And I'm going to say this right here. Tommy Sotomayor is needed in the black community. He's one of the few people that speaks up for men's rights. Seriously, you Negroes don't do it. You know? And another thing I'm going to tell y'all, for him not to like the black women or black people or whatever, y'all got all this mouth to say, I've seen this man donate money to schools Okay, I've seen this man give money to cancer, to the black couple that had the wife that was diagnosed with cancer. Okay, I've seen him spend money in the black community. Seriously, more than a lot of you Negroes have. I remember this one time there was this YouTuber, and I can't think of her name. She wasn't even a cute girl, okay? So you can't say he was trying to trick off of her or whatever. She wasn't a cute girl. She was traveling and she didn't have money to make it to somewhere to go see her parents or whatever. I used to follow her for a short time, but hey. And Tommy actually sent her money. Okay, he actually sent her money because I think she was on YouTube saying that I need donations to make it to my hometown to be with my family. And let me reiterate, I'm not bashing, I'm not trying to talk trash. She wasn't a cute girl, okay? Tommy sent her money. Tommy has done more for blacks than a lot of people who I hear bashing him, And the fact that you guys get on here and talk about his daughters and his mom and him, that goes to show the hypocrisy in the black community. If you're going to get on somebody for doing something you claim that isn't good, why would you turn right back around and do it? Okay, now don't get it twisted. This isn't a dick riding deal or whatever, okay? Because, hey, like I just told you guys earlier, even though a lot of the stuff I agree with him on, some things I don't like that he says, I call him and anybody else out on their shit. Okay? But at the end of the day, I have got to say this right here, is that you guys can't do the same things to this guy that you're complaining about him doing. Matter of fact, you guys are worse than Tommy Sotomayor. Because let me reiterate, over half of you, okay, haven't done what he's done for black people, okay, monetarily, counseling, okay, content support. A lot of you guys get on there and you make these sexual comments about and to his kids or his mom, or you talk about his color. That's why, and like I said, I agree with this guy on so much. Okay, before Tommy Sotomayor stepped onto the scene, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I thought that I was one of the few I thought that I was damn near the only black person who thought the way I did, who recognizes the dysfunction in the black community. Okay, I thought I was one of the only people until I found out about his platform. Seriously, like, you guys, and he addresses so many things that people that's just right in front of your face and nobody ever acknowledges. Like the pro-blacks, I agree with him 1,000,000% when he talks about pro-blacks. Okay, I don't really respect pro-blacks because if you're a pro-black, okay, and I notice this, if you're a pro-black, you shouldn't be using the N-word. Okay, if you're a pro-black and you're on there, I don't care what you think about the next black man. How can you trash the next black man and you are pro-black? It's in the title. How can you do it? And he addresses a lot of this stuff. He comes from a place of love, but he goes in hard. And he needs to, like I said before, because nobody else goes in hard. You're not allowed to critique black people unless you're another color. Okay, and then it's an issue then, but it's not as bad. But that's the problem. Blacks, especially the women, need critiquing. Okay? And he's done a fine job of it. Matter of fact, he's been one of the only ones to do it the way that he does it. Now, I'm not even going to go into details about the beef that he's got going on now, the beef that, that's between him and everybody else now, because I'm not on here to discuss this. I'm on here to let you guys know what I think about Tommy Sotomayor. Okay? I'm going to let you know this. And if there's any men out there who are going against the brother, who's trying to trash the brother, let me ask you this. Who else is going to say what this guy says about the community? Who else is going to speak up for men's rights? Sure enough, not your politicians. Sure enough, not you simps. Sure enough, not the women. And another thing I can tell you, I remember the Angela Stanton lady, okay? She did it. And once he realized that, he tried to bring her on. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk about nothing else, okay? Because everything else is irrelevant. I'm simply speaking about the subject, Tommy Sotomayor. So people, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you that, you know, in our community, a man like this is a leader, is a leader, is a leader. He may not be the leader you want, okay? But trust me, he's damn sure the leader you need. Just as simple. Me, myself, again, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to get out there and say, but I know I can't say it. There's a lot of stuff that's right and unfair about men that needs to be addressed. But guess what? A lot of y'all ain't gonna address them because you know when you address them, it's gonna go against your simping. Hell, some of you may not even keep your job behind it. So anyway, there's what I think about Tommy Sotomayor. That's how I found him, and I support him, and I'll continue to support him regardless of what. Okay. Well, hey, look here, everybody. This is your boy Timothy Apollo. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Am I wrong for feeling like Tommy Sotomayor is a necessity in the black community? Should I disagree with the brother because even though what he says is factual, it needs to be said? I don't like the way he's saying it. Or am I right? More men should support men like Tommy Sotomayor. Get out their fucking feelings, okay, and start building upon facts and what needs to be worked on in the black community. Hey, I'm out.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.